Oh, there's people in the chat already.
Oh.
White Claw, I think she means that White Clan.
Yeah. But we will.
I mean, maybe.
That's a weird intro, but hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. We're the food scientists. We're just looking at a typo. Hey, Moonlight Kasha, Renee, if you're still there, your comment.
We understood what you meant.
We know what you meant.
But it's not what it sounds like.
But we are the food scientists getting ready to record episode 109. Didn't even have it in front of me.
He did it.
Got it.
He's learning your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has it written on his hand.
I've been watching Sesame Street. It's all good. But yeah, this week, I'm excited for this week.
I'm very excited for this week.
I'm pretty excited for this week.
Y'all can see some of the stuff that we have here.
It's a feast, plus
It's
I'm
a feast.
drinking.
Plus water?
It's water. Oh, yeah. Well, it was on camera, so I thought I'd acknowledge it.
That's not vodka that he
No,
has
it's just
here.
water.
Danny, keep talking so I can make sure your mic is loud enough for
Really? I'm not
live
loud
stream.
enough?
Last week you were.
Whoa.
I know, believe it or not.
Not enough me. That seems to be a recurring theme. I feel like there's maybe a conspiracy.
Okay, Brian, what do you think about that?
I think that whatever the people want is what we'll give them.
Which is more me.
Okay, I
I want
that's
more me.
A little better. It might not be, but it's about all I'm
It
going to
might
do right now.
not be better. God, I hate when my time is wasted.
I just didn't want to keep the headphones on the whole time.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I'm just,
I'll listen and just punch you if there's not enough me.
and these are the brand new dark chocolate fudge covered Oreos. So that's exciting.
yes. Okay, so we'll do our normal pause now. So hang on a moment.
All right.
So that means we interrupt you 6 times.
and I'm also going to clear my throat.
Never.
Let me clear my throat. Usually we used to dance to that before
I
we
know,
started the
I love that
podcast.
song.
He means we, not meaning me.
Yeah.
Excluding Bryan.
Yeah.
The two of us can make a we.
We would dance to it.
It false.
Let me clear my throat.
Dun, 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 dun.
The
That's
horns.
not
Where's my
that
horns?
song.
No.
No.
It's got the horns. Dun, 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 dun.
Guys,
Anyway.
She's trying to start.
this is the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Danny Sussman
Let me clear my throat.
and Brian Pierce.
He shook his head.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
in
fine.
disgrace.
Yeah.
As normal, we will have news
And hi, everyone.
and experiences for you. And then we're going to talk about some of the new Cheetos popcorn, that is.
Yeah.
That was our news last week.
That
Now
was-
we have it.
And then we were missing one of the new Oreos, so now we have the
We're gonna
dark
write-
chocolate-covered Oreos.
Yeah. Write that wrong.
We'll go over a few Valentine's Hostess snack cakes and end on Skittles.
On what I think is a terrible idea.
And we'll get to what that is when
Skittles
we
dips.
get there.
Yeah.
It's not,
Skittles dips.
obviously,
Skittles
it's not
were-
normal Skittles.
Skittles. Like,
Yeah.
really?
I mean, if you were going to dip Skittles in something, what would you want them to be?
Here's a better question. Is there a candy that you would like to dip into yogurt?
Yeah.
Which?
Yeah, we'll when we get there, we'll
Okay.
talk to it. Yeah,
'Cause I
we'll
can't-
talk about it, not to it. We won't
Okay.
talk to
No,
the
just
Skittles.
talk to it. Okay, so I think we all have news, and I even have a couple of news items. So
Ooh.
who wants to start?
I will.
Okay.
I'm super excited. And also, I feel like we're innovators. Because this coming week, do you know what's back in stores?
Ooh, what?
The Most Stuff Oreos.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They
that's
will-
been coming for a while.
Yes. And so it's this coming week. They're back in stores. And Oreo has a contest to go with it.
They do.
They do. It's called What's Your Stuff? And you vote for which is your stuff level. And on their What's Your Stuff website, they have this little interactive thing where it shows the thins, the original, the double, the mega, and the most. And you can animate how much stuff is in it and then vote. To which I say, go back to Food Scientist Podcast episode 23.
Oh, you did your research.
He looked stuff up ahead of time.
Been there, done that,
Yeah.
Oreo. We know which is our
It's
stuff.
it's too bad we weren't filming those then, because that would have been perfect to show the differences.
On that episode, we had 8 different levels of filling. which is more than you can vote on in this. And that was even before the introduction of the most stuff.
And then we went to a party afterwards, and we were popular for once.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Because
With all those
it
Oreos.
turns out when you bring like 10 boxes of Oreos to a party, people are your friend.
And then people were doubling up on the most
Oh,
stuff or
my
the
goodness.
mega
It was
stuff
the
or whatever
mega.
it's
That
called.
was scary.
It was the-
I didn't know what was going to happen. Ooh.
So much Oreo cream.
Yeah, they were doubling up on the mega because that was pre-most. But I think, Brian, you doubled up on the most stuff last time, right?
And I said that shocking thing. That's too much.
That's too much.
Yeah.
The
It's too much for Bryan, guys. What does that mean?
That's a lot of cream filling. So this week, go hit the stores. The most stuff
stuff.
is back.
And also, just if people were looking for the new Oreos that we talked about last week, I did see those. I'm not sure about the dark chocolate fudge covered, but the other ones are at Walmart.
The
They're-
caramel coconut and the chocolate marshmallow.
They're pretty widely available now. I've seen them
Yeah.
in some grocery stores. Sometimes the Oreos trickle out depending on your market, but they're
And one more time.
They're getting there.
The caramel coconut is
So
I mean, unless you
good.
don't like coconut, of course.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then you're a monster and
Oh, it's so good.
right. I also freeze those. The
Yes.
caramel coconut.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my news.
Dunk the chocolate marshmallow in hot chocolate. I bet that would be amazing.
Probably.
Well, very different news. Jelly Belly is coming out.
We just have a quick question.
Oh,
How much
sure.
is a gram? A gram is like a paper clip, right? That's
A
the way to
gram,
do it.
actually, do you want... Here's the way you can actually... How a gram is calculated is a gram is the weight of 1 cubic centimeter of water.
Oh, well, that...
Well, yeah, we all know what that is.
So if you had a weightless box that was 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter and filled it with water, you would have 1 gram.
1 gram is less than
Yeah.
a kilogram.
And
right, yes, because a kilogram would be
I
right,
think
1,000
I'm
grams.
remembering...
Less than a decagram.
I think I'm remembering from school it was a paper clip was the weight. I don't know.
1
but that's a
cubic
gram.
centimeter of water.
A large paper clip or a regular one?
I like a regular one, I'm sure. Not a mini one.
Yeah.
You didn't know that's how a gram... That's like how a gram is calculated. That's the base.
Well, hello, Josephine.
So, anyways, the chat room is filling up.
Oh, they are.
We're happy to see everybody. If you have any
We
other...
are very happy.
If
for
you
y'all.
also want to test my college thermodynamics knowledge
I
on
don't.
other things, that's basically the only thing I retained.
I was going to say, okay, now on for less exciting news, but interesting.
I just
Ooh.
drank 6 grams of water.
Jelly Belly has come out with a line of sparkling water. They will be available at Hy-Vee and on the Jelly Belly website, and they have 8 flavors.
Wait a second. Jelly Belly sparkling water.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
will show the live chat in a moment.
I'm kind of surprised by that. I want to get to the flavors, but Jelly Belly is known for bold flavors.
Right.
And sparkling waters are kind of subtle flavors.
No, hey, well, it
Because if it was
depends.
strong, it would be soda.
No, you have to try the Target flavored water. It is amazing.
So where's the line between flavored sparkling water and soda? Especially when you get into Jelly
Right.
Belly flavors.
But the waters, there's not sugar in a lot of them, so it's
Right,
amazing.
that means like the LaCroix has no calories.
Right.
No salt,
So does
no-
diet soda.
All right, Amy, what are the flavors
The
that they
flavors
have?
are French vanilla, lemon lime, orange sherbet, pina colada, pink grapefruit, tangerine, very cherry, and watermelon.
Those sound like soda flavors.
And somebody joked on this post that, darn, I was really hoping for the buttered popcorn flavor.
Oh, no. Not at all. I think it depends. If these are just faint flavors, I'm not too excited. But if they're the bold flavors that Jelly Belly usually has, those could be
We should
really
check
good.
out Hy-Vee.
I would like to see the Jelly Belly sodas. So we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have to look for them. Well, they call
Are
it
these
sparkling water.
are
but
they
yeah.
sparkling water? Are they soda? I'm very perplexed.
But there's the soda streams that, they taste like soda, but they don't have all the sugar.
Right.
It's
You
just sparkling
carbonate
water
it
that you-
yourself,
yeah.
right? Do you have a soda stream?
I know.
The rules on the soda stream say do not soda stream alcohol, but I have heard you can carbonate booze. It's not a good idea for a reason I don't really know.
Okay.
Would you do it? Would you have carbonated alcohol?
Uh,
If I was like,
don't-
here's some bubbly rum.
We
I'd try it. I wouldn't do it myself, but I would try it.
I would. I mean,
Do you think it would just make your soda... why do they ban it? Would it make your soda stream explode?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Why do they advise against it? Well, I'll have
I
to
don't
Google
know.
that afterwards. I'm just full of distractions today. Who's next?
Well, I have more news, but if you want to do your news, I mean,
You know,
could go on.
I have related news actually to that because this is kind of a blessing and a curse for me. There is a new version of Beanboozled coming out.
Oh no, we were on version 6 for a long
Why
time.
do you like Beanboozled so much?
I love it. It's a great game.
I don't
So
know why you like
that's-
to eat earwax.
That's the jelly bean.
flavored jelly beans.
No, that's not. That's Harry Potter. Get it right.
Yeah.
But you've had Beanboozled with those weird flavors.
Okay, but the new one is going to be the Fiery 5 challenge.
So is this all new flavors, or is this like the last edition where they only added 2 new ones?
The I'll say quote unquote bad ones are all spicy.
Oh, that's different.
So yeah, that's why it is going to be sriracha, jalapeno, cayenne, habanero, and Carolina Reaper.
So I have a question for you, Brian. Mm-hmm. You love the Beanboozled.
Yeah,
You hate the spicy.
that's why I say it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, where are you on this?
Obviously I'm gonna try it.
Because you're like the kind of person that will just like Beanboozle somebody out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But people would participate. He's like,
Yeah.
that's Beanboozled. And I'm like, okay.
No,
But-
like this is. I don't know how I get away with it.
Even when they don't want to.
No,
they
I'll
do.
be like, hey, do you want to do this? No. I'm like, oh, come on. Just, and they're like, oh, I'm fine.
But also, like, I've been with you in weird places, and you just like broken out the Beanboozled, like you carry it with you everywhere.
yeah, do you want to do it right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
no.
I've done that. I've been the victim there one too many times.
And you're going to be again when it comes out. We'll do it on the show.
Okay, in better news, Bon Pops has come out with another variety. Instead of the red, white, and blue popsicle type, or ice pop type, they have something called middles. And the first 2 flavors are going to be s'mores and chocolate caramel sundae. And the s'mores one, you can see, and I'll show the live stream in a minute, it's like chocolate-covered layers of ice cream with the regular ice cream in the middle.
I
and then-
can't comment on the looks of that.
I can. Oreo. That's not going to be good.
If those don't sell, would you say that the bomb pops bombed?
But what if
Yes,
they taste
I
good?
would say the bomb pops bombed.
They did what we thought they would
but,
do.
But what if they taste good?
Then they won't bomb. Then they'll explode.
Yeah, I don't think that the graham is going to be really good in that.
Yeah, frozen.
Well, probably
graham.
not.
So we're predicting that the bomb pops will bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
And actually, they call that marshmallow swirl in the middle, and that didn't look very
Yeah.
swirled.
That sounds swirly.
Ooh,
Oh.
we're being asked if there are peanut butter dongs. No, but I would love those, but they're not here. It's
No,
all
we-
healthy fruit flavors.
I did look. I did see them. We did have the peanut butter ding dongs. We did like a ding dong
but they aren't Valentine's.
buffet. Yeah. I forget what episode number that was. I only memorized Oreo episodes for this one.
Well, is that it for news? Do we have experiences?
I had the new Blizzard, the Blizzard of the month.
Which one?
That's
Well-
like the brownie caramel heath.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay.
You ever have a Blizzard?
yeah.
It was just like one of those. Like if
Yeah.
if I said to you, so there's this thing called a Blizzard, and what they do is they take a soft ice cream and they blend a bunch of ingredients into it, and then you eat it, and it tastes like ice cream with a bunch of stuff blended into it. This caramel heath brownie is basically that. Like, you don't go like, oh wow, that was like a really great combination. It was just like,
Yeah, it's like,
it was
that's
Blizzard.
good.
It's got every
Yeah,
bite's got a bunch of chocolate and
Yeah.
candy in it.
Well,
like,
it was a
hey.
Blizzard. You can't go wrong.
If
with it.
I'd never had a Blizzard before, I'd have been like, hot damn, what a great idea these Dairy Queen kids had.
Yeah, but
But-
since you've experienced pretty
But
much
since I've had everything
kind of
on the
Blizzard.
menu, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Blizzard. Like, I'm not turning it down.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I
Um,
mean, my favorite thing, because they brought the Snickers pie back, I can get the Reese's pie. So that's just it's an off-menu
Off-menu?
one. It's Reese's and graham. Amazing. What more
fair.
do you need?
Yeah.
But Brian, I really want to hear about your experience. I got
Oh.
a teaser for this earlier in the week, and I just want to know.
So my company, our brand, we're rebranding a little
thank
bit,
you, Heather.
Ooh.
and
So is mine, but they just gave us a hat.
so I got a shirt and
And
like,
actually, and mittens.
Our thing is
Or a
kind of about
scarf.
how to make things fast and easy for everyone. Ridiculously fast, amazingly easy. So like part of that was they brought in snacks that were fast and easy to make. make like Pop-Tarts and like just little things like that, and easy mac and cheese. And I learned
Oh, I know where this is going.
I have no idea how to make easy mac.
Could not make easy mac, guys. You fill the water to the line and you microwave it for 3.5 minutes.
No. I think that's a mistake Bryan made, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I made several. So it's Kraft. It's in the little plastic thing. And first of all, I couldn't get the little cheese packet open. So that was a struggle right there. Secondly, I got it open. I was worried that it was going to just like cheese everywhere because I was ripping and like it didn't want to go. And I guess there's a line that you just tear, but whatever.
Yes,
A
there
notch,
is.
as it were.
Yeah. And then I thought, well, gosh, there's the cheese here. And there are directions. I skimmed them enough to be like, there are directions here. I didn't really read them. But I just poured the cheese in. You don't do that. And I know when you make mac and cheese from the box, you don't put the cheese in right away. You do that at the end. But I was thinking, whenever you make mac and cheese, you stir it and it's all orange. So obviously you must put that in right away. No. Then there is the fill line, which is about a third of the way up. But I thought the fill line was the divot where the cup changes,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
almost to the top. So I figured I put the cheese in first, but I'm gonna go with it and see what happens. And then I put in too much water and put it in the microwave. And there was a little bit of a volcanic action going on.
yeah.
Ask if it boiled
boiling-
over. You
'cause
filled that
water-
to the brim.
Yeah, because in a microwave, water doesn't boil; it explodes.
Yeah, that kind of happened.
Yeah.
I looked, and all of a sudden there was just like orange water.
Yeah, you hear just like,
All
and you
over.
know exactly when it happened because it kind of goes poop, or pop.
Yeah.
Probably more of a pop. than
Yeah,
a
I mean,
poop.
you hate having volcanic
You
explosions.
don't want your
in
food to poop at you.
like, yeah, no, you don't want that. So, yeah, I made a mess. I had to clean it up, and then I just figured, you know what? I'm going to eat it anyway.
I have a
Oh, you what?
wait. I have a question.
That'd be clumpy, weird
Did
still
you-
mac
water
and cheese.
soup.
Wait, so was this in the office microwave?
Yeah.
So you made a mess of the office microwave and you
I
cleaned
cleaned it up.
Wow, you're the first person in the history of
I
workplace
know, that's our thing.
microwaves.
Do your dishes. Like, it's kind of like the mantra of everything. Like, if there's your responsibility, you do it. And, like, if you see something needs to be done, do it. But really, you need to not make other people do your stuff.
I once got spoiled. I had a coworker who loved to wash dishes, and I hate washing dishes. Hate. And so, like, you could take a bowl out of the cabinet and just put it in the sink. And I don't have to wash dishes. And you were doing the other person a favor because that was like how they clear their mind and relax is washing dishes. Oh, that was like the glory years of my career.
Amy, did you have experiences this week?
No.
No, okay.
I didn't eat any food anywhere.
What?
Nothing worse. I mean, it was all just normal stuff. So, because I want to get on with this.
I know.
want
Oh, okay. So we're starting with the
Cheeto
Cheetos
popcorn.
Last week's news.
And what did you
this
learn last
week's
week, Danny?
episode. Last week everyone here learned a new word.
Oh.
Cheetle. And Cheetle.
So that's what, when you eat Cheetos, that's what's left on your fingers.
well, that and
Cheetle.
spit.
CHEETLE.
Yes. So the orange dust that is on Cheetos is Cheetle. And if you notice on the packaging for this, Chester Cheeto actually has quite a bit of Cheetle on his
It
fingertips
looks like,
too.
Cheeto dust.
Now, we discussed off air, I wondered, is saying Cheetle dust redundant? And we landed on that probably
It
is.
absolutely
you can just
is.
call it Cheetle. It's not Cheetle
Because
dust.
Cheetle is dust. And so the Cheetos popcorn comes in two flavors, cheddar and Flamin Hot.
And we're just having cheddar.
And we're having cheddar right now.
And Brian's pre-tasting assessment, I think, is right.
And Bryan was dreading it when I showed him that we had the Flamin Hot.
Yeah. No, I mean, the regular, I wasn't excited about this news because it's just cheddar corn. I mean, it's fine. It's
But
good.
look at my glorious Cheetle fingers. I mean, if you like Cheetle fingers, you're going to love this.
I think that's the one thing people don't like about
If you want to know when
eating
somebody
Really?
stole your popcorn, they're going to have Cheeto fingers.
Really? You don't like... I'm going to try to do this gracefully, but there's no way. You don't enjoy sucking your fingers after you have Cheetos? It's a treat.
It's a treat, but I don't need to do it 10 times.
Well, then don't do it till the end of the bag.
No, I mean like 10 fingers.
Oh.
I am moving on to the Flaming Hot.
All right, here you go, Danny.
And I have a really coated one here.
Sorry, I'm still on the cheddar. I love Cheetos. This is kind of amazing.
Really? You don't think it's just regular
Brian, you
cheddar
need to
corn?
eat the
though?
Flamin' Hot.
Oh,
I'm still talking about these. We're postponing it.
You are. I want Brian to eat these.
I
That means she is burning from the inside out.
Oh,
Not really.
I love popcorn. It is like cheddar corn, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
And it's a little bit off. It's like more Cheeto than cheddar.
If you want to compare the colors,
Ooh, that is red.
These are flaming red or flaming hot.
well, that's the same color as the Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Oh, that's spicy. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I will say they don't leave Cheeto on your fingers.
No, they don't.
They don't. These are not Cheeto coated. These look like they are Red Death coated.
They're pretty. I actually
Here I go.
I really kind of like the Flaming Hot
I don't.
more than I like the Flaming Hot Cheetos. I like the Flaming Hot popcorn.
What's a new thing that, if I can get this out without my tongue catching on fire, they're making a lot of. Oh my God, your tongue is so red, Brian. There's a lot of things like they have Flaming Hot Lay's potato chips. There's a lot of things in Flaming Hot, and right now my mouth is on
Lace, you
fire.
don't want to feel flaming hot before, afterwards, during anything.
Yeah, burning, not good.
Yeah. Yes, Sherry. If you have that on your fingers and you wipe your pants, you do say I just cheated my pants. That is correct. Good job. Oh, I just hate the flavor. I hate the spice. I hate everything about Flamin' Hot.
I love the Flaming Hot. I like it better than the cheddar.
Good news, Amy. You can have the rest of the bag.
I will.
Brian and I are going to be over here with the regular cheddar.
Yeah.
But if you're not that into it, Brian, it's all mine.
You can have it. I will give that to
These
you.
might not even make it to work because it's a long weekend. I work at a bank.
I'm going to have Cheeto fingers.
Because we're ready to move on, I believe, to the dark chocolate fudge-covered Oreos.
Okay.
So this is the third of the new Oreo flavors from the fudge-covered line. And so this is your fudge-covered Oreo, but also a relatively new Oreo
and these
flavor.
come in a box rather than the bag because it needs the structure.
Yep.
I'm assuming.
But
I'm gonna
so
take an extra.
one of the relatively new flavors of Oreos is the dark chocolate Oreo. And this is the dark chocolate Oreo in the middle, coated in fudge. So I'm predicting this is just going to be too chocolatey.
We need to get rid of Brian
goodness.
tongue here.
Oh.
That's chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
This is like some of those little candies that are just like chocolate nougat covered in chocolate.
This thing is dark.
It's chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
When you look at the inside, it is a lot of chocolate.
Kind of a cocoa-y chocolate.
Kind of creamy in the middle.
I like them, but you know what they need? Peanut butter. Like just like spread peanut butter. I'm sorry, Amy, I just hit the mic. Just spread peanut butter all over.
I don't know if they need peanut butter, but it would taste good.
Yeah, but if you had peanut butter on this is already kind of a lot where not every Oreo you're like, oh gosh, I need some milk to wash this down. I need some milk to wash this down. And if you added peanut butter to the party, I think you just have like mouth paste.
I'd be okay with that sticky goodness in my mouth.
Well, I'm not into sticky goodness in my mouth.
Really?
Really?
If you don't like dark chocolate, you won't like these, which probably goes without saying.
This is really good.
They're
It's
good.
very chocolatey, like I said, cocoa-y chocolate. And mine's almost gone, and it's
I will
about to
say,
be gone.
I like it more than I liked the dark chocolate Oreo.
I think I'd agree with that. It's not overpowering, but it is a lot of chocolate.
You know the thing is about it? Is you have one of these, and it's kind of like flourless chocolate cake where it's so rich and dense, where one is enough. Like one of those dark chocolate Oreos, like nobody that's normal eats just one Oreo, right? Like you're not going to have one Oreo and be like, that's enough. You need more.
Yeah, but you know what?
What?
I think I have something that will help wash this down, and it will go with this Oreo.
Oh, no.
Because I want you. No, don't be worried. Because I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Amy and I tried some peanut butter stout.
Oh.
So I just thought maybe you would want to try it because I got my
I
hands
feel
on
like
some.
this is
I will
a
sip it
gag.
first if you want. No, it's not. Now Amy may
It's
have
not.
been shaking
we
it
just forgot
up. I
about
don't
it
know.
during experiences. So,
Oh,
but you
okay.
said peanut butter, and made me think of it.
Bing.
I did buy, but I did not bring the peanut butter whiskey that
That's
Lily told us about in
dangerous
the
to
chat.
me. That is
That-
so dangerous.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
feel like
need
that's going to be,
whoopee.
every now and then we do like a live stream that's not really a podcast. It's just us being stupid. Not that this isn't us being stupid. but like we get-
Especially so,
Especially
yeah.
stupid.
No, this is us being intellectual compared to them.
Yes,
No.
we
Exactly.
are educational
This
scientists
is-
here.
This is food science, but not like they teach at college, asterisk. I don't want to get wrapped up in that again.
We don't want the general public being dissuaded.
But I've gotten that hate mail one too many times. But
How dare you mislead the American public?
on to this.
Yeah, I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Peanut butter milk stout. I don't really love milk stouts, but here we go.
It's peanut butter, though. Are you not a fan?
I'm not a fan of stouts.
Have it with the chocolate cookie.
I just had did I talk about this? I just had a banana bread stout
Oh, wow.
where like they just made like a ton of banana bread and like made it in that.
Very good.
So this is
Peanut butter stout.
Belching Beaver peanut butter stout. Okay. I'm just going to let that
I think
sit.
our chat maybe knows someone else who might like it. I don't know.
A Belching Beaver? Oh.
Yep.
It's not bad. I mean, as peanut butter, as like stouts go.
You would think, like a lot of times, flavored peanut butter has a fake flavor to it, and it's good. It's really good. Yeah.
Okay, which Hostess cake do we want to eat first?
So there's actually 4 Valentine's Hostess treats.
Let's go with one of the strawberry ones because
Okay.
there are multiple strawberries.
Should we tell our listeners what the 4 Valentines are
let's
first?
go for it.
So from the Donettes line, we have frosted strawberry mini donuts. From the Hostess cupcake line, we have dark chocolate raspberry Hostess cupcakes. We have a return to the podcast, the strawberry Twinkie.
Oh.
And
So 2 strawberry,
and
1
everyone
raspberry.
and presumably the dream come true, the Valentine ding dong.
And the back says, I'm ding dong for you. Not I'm
So
a ding dong for you. Or ding dong.
If you were looking for a ding dong on Valentine's Day, go to your local store. They can pretty much assure you that you get one.
Yeah. You're looking for some ding with your dong. There you
so,
go.
Right.
So we wanted to start with one of the 2 strawberry things.
Yeah,
What-
let's go with the cupcakes. Good old classic cupcakes.
That's a raspberry.
That's not strawberry.
Let's go with the donuts. The good old classic donuts.
We are drunk on a sip of milk stout.
Woo! I'm drunk on the Oreos. I don't know about you. Oh, there are not a lot in here.
Oh,
No, there's not.
but there's enough.
There are enough, but I mean,
Danny, did you open these previously?
I did not, because I don't like the idea of strawberry cake.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we've said that. Or you said that before.
Yeah, I don't even like strawberry filling on my cake. Like,
The picture on the package was accurate. That
These
is
are-
very pink.
bright red strawberry donuts with the usual donut chocolate coating.
Yep, they're all right.
I don't love the strawberry flavor, and I thought I would.
I love donuts. Bring back the OG.
These
Yeah.
are all right.
And we're getting a question about how we formed. Stay tuned. We'll answer that after the podcast. We always try and chat a little bit with our YouTube folks. So remind us. We'll definitely answer that when we're done here. And if you're listening to the audio, check out our YouTube.
Go back to one of the
bonus
old
content.
videos. We answered that somewhere. Episode 1, I think we talked about. Yeah, these are okay.
They're okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to get them.
So are we going to do one of the other strawberries now, or do you want to do one of the other flavors?
Let's move on and come back to strawberry.
How about we do the Valentine Ding Dongs?
Okay.
Because these are like regular Ding Dongs, except
But the
they're,
shape is different.
they're heart-shaped. You know, I've thought about, like, should we do the Little Debbie's Valentine snack cakes? And those are total just generic Little Debbie's, but in heart
They're
shape.
basically, the same thing, just the shape is different. No special flavor or anything like that.
These do have heart-shaped measles on them. At least according to the package.
Oh, they're individually wrapped?
Yeah,
like
individually wrapped, because Hostess is classy that way.
I mean, it's not just a little plastic, like clear plastic.
You
It's-
can
no.
use them as Valentines. to and
Oh,
from.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah, you can say
to-
to and from. Yep.
Hey, I got you. I wanted you to have my ding dong for Valentine's Day.
You know that song, My
Dong,
Ding-a-ling, My
dong,
Ding-a-long?
dong,
Why don't you
dong.
play with My Ding-a-ling?
Yeah. Oh, I'm disappointed already. Because on the package, yours has lots of little measles on it. Mine has like 4.
Oh.
But they're like little heart-shaped sprinkles in pink, red, and white.
Now, I like how tall these are.
The back of mine does not look so good.
Oh, that's every ding dong. That's just
Well, no, mine
That's-
usually don't have a white trail down
that's
them.
the hole through which they inserted the cream.
But usually they cover it better.
Well, these
I'm
are
not
definitely
gonna comment.
these are definitely smaller.
Oh, some of
Then-
my heart-shaped
Yeah,
measles
but-
fell off in the package.
But they have more height to them.
Yeah, so this is a different shape. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I don't like them. Yeah, Sonia is saying, the hard candy, the little measles are too hard. Yeah, I fully agree with that.
I don't think there's enough filling.
Not enough filling. The chocolate is too crusty.
I'm going to
the
say
hearts
this.
are
Maybe it's
too
just because
hard.
of the way I bit it. But I like that my first bite had cream filling. Like
That's
every
the
bite
only bite.
My first bite had no cream filling.
Because usually the ding dong complaint to me is that not every bite is creamy, and these I feel like are.
Mine's opposite.
The cream is better than normal, but everything else, if they did away with the little hearts on them, you might want to just pick them off.
I don't mind those crunchy hearts.
Yeah, I don't. The texture just no.
It definitely startles. It startles you, and it changes the mouthfeel.
It's like, wait, is that my tooth cracking? I'm not sure.
No, I have to do like a second bite or second chew.
Yeah, gosh, I don't like those little hearts.
want-
So
Otherwise-
apparently eating the whole thing because it's almost
Well, it's still
Oh,
a
it's still a
snack cake,
ding
you
dong.
know.
I mean, who doesn't eat the whole ding dong?
I'm going to move on to a Twinkie.
Oh, probably a good time for that.
We'll get away from the chocolate.
Yeah, I'm gonna
a little palate cleanser here.
right. I'm gonna prepare the cupcakes, maybe. So
I just want to look at them for a while.
you want to look at them?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! On the cupcakes, it has a little Valentine on the back that says, "We belong together like Twinkies and cupcakes."
Now wait.
And so does the Twinkies because it's the exact same Valentine.
There is a Valentine here that says "I heart you" or that, or maybe it says "I owe you" because like Happy Valentine's Day, give me money. I don't know. Lend me a 20.
Oh, the classic Valentine stick up.
Yeah. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I don't think you say "I owe you" if you stick them up. I don't think it's like this is
I
just
mean,
alone. I
Twinkie
think
the
it's-
Kid.
There's one right in front
Oh,
of you.
thank you.
And there's one right in front of Danny too.
Twinkie and the Kid is a bow and arrow, so maybe he's Cupid. Maybe
he
he's,
was robbing people,
he's
wasn't he?
threatening you. I'm gonna get you. I'm
What a bad role model.
right. Twinkie the Kid is an expert archer.
Heather,
that is
we're
pink.
8-year-olds too. We, obviously.
So we've had these before.
I don't really remember them though.
I think we're gonna find out why when we have our first bite.
I don't think we've had these before. I don't know if that's strawberry.
It's strawberry-esque. It's strawberry adjacent.
It's so oddly strawberry that if you actually look very closely at the cream, you can still see the white and the pink. Like it separates.
Yes.
So that's like the regular cream with some sort of pink powder mixed in, but not like thoroughly blended. On the packaging, it looks like pink cream.
And it's not like Nestle's Quick Strawberry, which is one of the weird flavors I always identify somewhere.
I think the way to do these to get enough strawberry flavor, and it's too late for me, but they have to be bite-sized.
Oh, so you just eat the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Did that help?
I'm not going to eat the whole Twinkie.
I'm glad that Bryan Diggs is more podcast time for me.
As you continue to not talk. What?
I was just preening for the camera for our YouTube viewers because when I'm not fully on camera, we get complaints.
From you?
Oh, my family. Because I don't really call them. I don't really talk to them. This is the only time they see me. Like, if they're, like, wondering if I'm healthy, if I'm okay, they basically have to tune into the podcast.
Wait. Doing this podcast, they're wondering if you're healthy?
Well, I mean, this is the best indication they get of,
Because
like...
my dad called me once. He's like, what's going on?
That was like when we had the Summer of Blizzards pre-podcast.
Yeah.
My mom got super concerned about how many blizzards I was having.
Wait, so no, only the ding dongs were actual Valentines where you could give them to somebody with a note.
That is true. The rest had Valentine's on the packaging, but not
Right,
the
I
individual
mean-
snack.
Amy, honestly, would you rather have a cupcake for Valentine's Day or a ding dong?
I'd like a ding dong.
Exactly. That's
Yeah, you
why.
would.
A nice, pretty pink.
So yeah, this has like the little loopy pink on top,
It looks like the same pink filling as the Twinkie.
but it's not because it's raspberry. So it better taste different.
But look at the cream. It looks.
I didn't get really any
get the
cream
pink
in my
and
first
white.
bite, and I took a big bite.
I got a mouthful of cream my first bite.
I do taste the raspberry here, though, versus I did not taste the strawberry in the Twinkie.
It is
Working my way up to
absolutely.
a slow mover. Then
It is absolutely.
And it's not the good raspberry flavor.
Yeah, I say it's absolutely artificial raspberry,
Yep.
but it's definitely like that artificial chocolate raspberry flavor. Mm-hmm. Because this is a dark chocolate cake with raspberry cream filling.
That was not good. I did not like that.
I don't know what is going on at Hostess.
well, I mean, every snack cake company kind of Oreos out at seasonal
The
times.
ding dong and the Twinkie were the best.
Well, were they? Because we had three, we have four.
That's true.
We could say there's 3. The last time we had 4 things that we were going to play FMK, we chose 1 to F, frolic, 1 to M, marry, 1 to K, kill, and then the 4th one, you could choose your relationship status so long as you don't F, marry, or kill.
Yeah, just
The
abbreviate
4th
one
one.
of those. That's fine.
What's that?
F.
Yeah.
Frolic with, yeah.
Yeah. So, Amy, you look concerned at having to make this choice.
Oh, I made some of the choices easily.
Okay. Brian,
Excuse me.
you look pensive.
I'm going to need a moment. I will need a
Yeah,
moment.
you need a moment. So do you want to go first, Amy?
Sure. I am going to marry the Ding Dongs. Good chocolate. Yeah, there's little hard crispies in the hearts, but that's fine. I liked the challenge, and it's most true to form and being chocolate and creamy and all good. So that I'm marrying. I'm gonna frolic with the donuts. They're not great, but they're all right. And a frolic does not have to be a long time thing.
Right.
I'm going
Not for Danny.
Nope. I'm not going to comment on that anymore.
It's like 2 seconds, right? You're just like,
On a good day.
I'm going
like
to,
you just basically, you have it, like, you have it and you're done.
Yeah.
That's how frolic is, right?
I'm going to kill the dark chocolate raspberry cupcakes. I did not like these at all. I mean, I suppose I could eat the chocolate and the frosting, but that's a lot of work to avoid the cream and just, be done with you. Just give me a regular cupcake. So leaves the Twinkie. And what kind of relationship do I have with the Twinkie? I think the Twinkie is my work BFF.
Oh. How so?
See them often. Can get a good feeling from them.
So, like, it'll be like your work wife or your work husband.
yeah, work spouse.
Yeah.
Take a little comfort sometimes because Twinkie familiar and the cream wasn't very strongly flavored, so I could just
maybe
pretend
do
it's a
lunch
Twinkie.
sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
yeah,
You confide in maybe a little bit too much, but not like that much.
right.
Not to be awkward at work,
Not to be awkward at work, but I mean, they know everything.
right. And I don't have to worry about them bumping into or knowing who my outside of work friends and family are.
Right. There's a barrier.
Yeah. I'm ready unless you want to go next.
Either way.
Okay. I'll go. I'm going to marry the strawberry Twinkies. Yeah. When just taking a little bit, it wasn't the best. It took me a little bit, but putting the whole thing in like the full package there, it was a lot better. So it's kind of like, maybe there are parts of you that aren't great, but the overall package, all right, yeah, that can work. We can do that. We got something there.
You'll swallow it whole.
Yep, I will. And speaking of strawberry things, I am going to kill the Hostess Donette strawberry ones because the flavor just isn't there.
They're a little disappointing.
They are very disappointing. So there's nothing that I want. I want the donuts, but this is just a disappointment. Why even bother? Give me a chocolate donut with the classic filling, or give me nothing. I will. That leads me to frolic with the Valentine Ding Dongs. I like what's on the inside here.
So you frolic with the one you like as a person?
Yeah.
But you're
Because
frolicking.
I'm tender like that.
You're frolicking with it for its personality? Oh,
It's one of those things that I
Brian.
didn't want to because of that outside, the little crusty
Oh,
crust
so
on
like-
the outside. It was like, no.
Oh, so you felt bad for it.
A little bit. But then
And you're
things got
like-
going. I was like, oh.
You're kind of like, you know what? I know you're kind of ugly, but I feel kind of
But
bad.
I got my drunk
and
goggles
inside.
on.
Yeah, okay.
My peanut butter stout.
Right.
And things aren't that bad. And
And
then
you're
it's like, whoa, you're a tiger.
Whoa, I could go for
Yeah.
some ding dong after all.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
You ding dong for them.
Yes, I do. I do dong, get dong, whatever.
You devil dog.
And that means I
Well, that's a
have
different
I have to
podcast.
do something with the dark chocolate raspberry. I think I'm going to swipe left on these because I really looked at them. I considered them, but I just have to pass. I can't. It's not quality.
I can't disagree with any of that, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway.
Go for it.
Package dongs. Yes, Heather.
We're going to start with the donuts. I'm going to disavow these.
Oh.
Wow.
You know why? Because I sing the praises of donuts. Love just the regular frosted ones. The crunch, oh my
coconut
god,
caramel, not caramel, but like coconut crunch ones.
And every time I'm like, hey, you want to know about something that's in every convenience store that is amazing and you didn't even realize? Crunch donuts, right? Even the powdered ones, which are like
I love the Crunch Donuts.
Oh no, I know, me too. Yeah. Crunch Donuts are top of the heap, but like even the powdered sugar ones, which are like the ugly one that like leaves a mess.
Yeah, that's like Cheeto gone bad. Right there.
But that's still pretty solid. So as a donut lover, like you're out. I can't say you're fired anymore. You're off the island. Like I want nothing
Pack your
to
knives
do with
and
it. Go. Get out. Get out. You're not in the family. I've disavowed those. It's like they don't exist. Thank you for disappearing them, Brian.
Well, I don't want Studio Cat to
I
get
don't
into
want
them. I don't want
Studio
that
Cat to get
to
them either.
happen.
Yeah, but I don't want to see them anymore. I appreciate that. I know it was a strong opinion, but that was an
Yeah, you
important
wrote
one.
them out of the will.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Don't even come to Christmas. Of course, I'm Jewish, so we don't really have Christmas. But if we did, you're not.
Don't
go out. Get back in your car and just go. And I forgot the rest. Oh yeah.
Proud, marry, kill.
Yeah, that was the one.
We've done it a few
That was
times.
proud of. That was the one I was proud of, though.
He's like, that's all he wanted to say. He doesn't care about the others.
No, I'm killing the dark chocolate raspberry. They're nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't you want it to be good? Didn't you want to love it?
And that's why it died.
Yeah,
Don't disappoint me. Because if I don't throw you out of the family, like the donuts were lucky. They got to live. They just got to go away. The dark chocolate raspberry, you're dead. Dead to me. I would take one and I would squeeze it and this little donut head would pop. Cream everywhere. Dead.
I would rather have these.
Oh, that's fine.
The ones that are on the back of the donut.
Oh, yeah, well, those are
the blonde.
The blonde,
cupcakes.
yeah, the blonde ones that says beautiful inside and out. That kind of made me uncomfortable.
The golden cupcakes.
That when you look at that, I don't know. There was something that made me uncomfortable.
Golden cupcakes remind you of the Golden Girls? Is that
No, it was just like.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah,
he has to finish his FMK.
Yeah. Normally, actually, I probably would have killed the strawberry Twinkie, but then I saw you swallow it whole, and I was like, I guess that's worth a frolic. So that's what that one gets. And I'm going to marry the ding dong. I know that, kind of like what you said, a little ugly on the outside, but beautiful on the inside.
We both married the ding dong.
No.
Well, you know what else?
No, I frolicked.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Well, you know what the thing is about that? It's when it's ugly on the outside and beautiful on the inside, nobody's going to try to steal it from you.
You know what the thing is?
It's like you never, like...
But I already married it.
My dad always there was that song, right? Like if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife or make an ugly woman your wife. There's something like that. It's an old song. I don't know.
Maybe get that one. I don't know.
I'll Google it later.
But it's kind of like it was pretty, but then it put on too much makeup, and it
got the measles.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was like it had.
It didn't need those fake eyelashes.
You know what it is? It's like it had chicken pox and just scratched and left some scars.
It's different than Skittle Pox.
Yeah, no.
The weird commercials.
So,
No, it's kind of
Skittles.
like pus-filled scabs.
but not anymore. They're healed, but still.
No, they're still crusty crust.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm marrying it because for the insides. I was, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
That's all.
We have one
And
more
we're just going to take a minute now.
Okay.
Because as Heather said in the chat, I was, ripping the lips off of the bad snacks. True. But also now, I kind of need a moment. I got, all worked up.
Well, just
I got to breathe.
prepare yourself because we have the yogurt-covered Skittles next.
The new
Skittle Dips. Now, I was with some friends at a gas station, and one of them reached for something like this, and the gas station attendant was like, no.
Right. Because
Not once have I ever
good.
thought Skittles. Ooh, I need some yogurt.
like I said, is there a candy where you've ever thought to yourself,
Raisins.
I would like to dip. Raisins are not candy.
Well, I mean, yogurt-covered raisins are better than raisins.
Sure, and yogurt-covered pretzels are, if you're going to dip a pretzel in something, it's probably still my fourth choice.
Yeah, yogurt wouldn't be the first. But
I once actually went to, they had, a local, Iron Chef type competition where they had a bunch of local chefs, and then they brought out a featured ingredient that they had to use, and they brought out the yogurt pretzels, and they're like fancy fine dining chefs. Your featured ingredient is yogurt pretzels, and they were all like, ooh. A lot of them like just chopped them up and like topped things with them. Because what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
I love that it says sharing size. I'm thinking any size of these is a sharing size.
Yeah, they do make like the
You don't want
regular.
more than-
They do make the regular like little packs of them, like the
and
standard
those would
Skittles.
still be a sharing size.
Yeah, I feel like this is the answer to a question nobody has asked, but clearly there must have been a focus group that liked.
Well, what
them.
I heard at the gas
Oh, I
station,
don't even like the smell.
and maybe this was just, they had bad ones, but they said the yogurt is way too hard, so we'll find
They're
out.
in weird pastel colors with S's on
Well,
them.
it's because they're the regular colors and then yogurt on
Well,
top.
no, there's
of
really
it.
only
Yeah,
two
I don't
colors.
think they're pastel, Amy. I think that's just the Skittle
I know,
showing
but
through.
there's only two colors. There's
There's-
green and yellow.
There's 5 colors, Amy.
well,
There's strawberry.
I
grape-
grabbed a handful, and
Green
there's
apple.
like 2 colors.
No, there's orange, yellow, green.
Yeah, strawberry,
Green
grape,
and melon. These
green
are all the same,
apple,
and these are the
lemon,
same.
and orange.
Bite into them and we'll see.
Yeah, I think you're just not seeing it through there. But there's 5 flavors.
You know, Danny, how you've said you like to put Skittles in the M&M jar?
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is like.
I'm going to say it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
The taste isn't bad, but the texture is way off.
Yeah, this is definitely better than I thought it would be, but also like a one at a time experience.
Well,
can't-
wait. We learned something from the hostess. A mouthful is not better.
No, I mean a mouthful of Skittles isn't usually really that good either.
All the Skittles commercials are weird. I don't know if I've seen commercials for this one. But I mentioned the Skittle box, and Heather in the chat is agreeing that's weird. But there's the one where there's milking the giraffe, and yeah, Skittles
And
commercials
these
are
are
weird.
literally Skittles dipped in yogurt. So you can, if you are curious about what the color is, you can chip the yogurt off of it.
Okay, see, these are all orange.
Now, if they come out with different things that they dip Skittles in, is there anything that you think would be better?
But if they dip that, Skittles,
Like if they dipped it in something else, like chocolate, for example.
You know what actually makes me wonder? Kind of like what you said. What if you dipped M&Ms in yogurt?
I think that would kind of be the same thing, where the texture would just
Reese's
be
Pieces.
odd. I don't think that would be good. I don't think peanut butter and yogurt would.
I think M&Ms would
vanilla
be better
yogurt.
than Reese's Pieces. These are better than I thought they would be.
See, all those I said were the same color were. They're all orange.
Wow. You got a fistful of orange.
There's always more orange than anything else, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's not the best flavor.
So I have a question.
There should be lots of purple and red.
Chip the coating off of one of those.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah, and just eat the coating and not the
Well, that's what I did to
and not the
expose for
Skittle.
the orange.
Yeah, but like eat a bunch of that coating. It says it's creamy yogurt flavored coating. Does that coating taste at all like yogurt to you?
It doesn't not taste like yogurt.
It tastes more like white chocolate or like the generic white chocolatey coating.
I wouldn't say the flavor is strong enough to be a white chocolate.
It's mostly sugar.
That is true.
I don't get a yogurt flavor. I get like the kind of generic white cream.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So I'm going to say skip these. I don't know, for what that's worth. I'm not a fan. I like Skittles. I like yogurt.
I mean, I don't see why you would get these instead of Skittles.
Still better than I thought it'd be, but yeah, just get
No,
Skittles.
I'll say this. I can see why a focus group would be like, oh, yeah, these are good. Because they're not bad. They're just not something I would ever be like, you know what I'm really in the mood for? You know what would hit the spot right now?
You can
Like
just pretend it's healthy because there's yogurt.
creamy yogurt
And
flavored coat. Because there's creamy yogurt flavored coating. So this is like probably the most artificial thing on the market. Because it's not yogurt and it's not fruit. And yet it's yogurt coated fruit.
Yeah, and one serving, which is 11 Skittles, is 23 grams of carbs, 20 grams of sugar.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
can see that,
impressive.
yeah. Well, Skittles are all sugar.
So yeah, so like, because you're right, I've had fruit dipped in yogurt, and this has nothing in common with that, other than the fact that it is.
Yeah. I think chocolate covered would be so much better. That's just me, because it's chocolate
Chocolate-covered
covered
Skittles?
fruit, you know?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just eat the Skittles.
Yeah, just
I have
get
a
Skittles.
question. Would you really just get Skittles?
Yeah. I like
Do you like
sugary
If I had
Skittles?
to choose.
Right, but like, how often do you like? I'm gonna buy a pack of Skittles.
Well, not often, but I don't
They're
buy
sit-
myself candy that
because-
often because we
because-
eat so much of it.
Well, here's my thing. The Skittles are sitting next to the M&Ms.
Oh yeah, M&Ms, no doubt. No
like that's
question.
something like when are you like? I think I'm gonna get a. You know when you eat Skittles, well, somebody else buys a bag.
When if you like sugary candy like I do, I like Skittles, I like Sprees, I like Mike Nikes,
No, not me.
U.S. Smarties.
Only time I buy Skittles is when I'm gonna mix them in with M&Ms.
And I was questioning if these Skittles were bigger, but it's just that it is a very thick coating around. So
No, it's regular Skittles in creamy yogurt flavored coating.
Well, I think we should wrap up the podcast portion.
yeah,
Thank God.
yeah.
So thanks for listening, everybody.
Next week, more Valentine's snacks.
Hey, we still have Cheeto flavored popcorn.
Yes, we do. And while
Have
they
fun
eat
with
that,
that.
I will sign off of the podcast and say once again, thanks for listening, and hope you join us again next week.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, and live stream.
Hey, live stream.
Yay!
What was the question?
How did you meet? How did we start this thing?
Who wants
We're
to
all
do-
pigs.
Yeah.
We know each other through improv,
Right,
And then
and-
these two.
Brian and I always say this, right? Brian and I have been doing this podcast since long before we did this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you went out to a bar or a restaurant or anywhere where Brian and I were, basically, eventually, this podcast would happen.
Yeah, or a buffet, especially.
Oh,
Very strong opinions about food.
yeah. Oh, if you like,
Buffets,
Buffet rules.
It not like and Danny's can be a foodie and snooty about it too, but also this stuff.
but also,
strong opinions about
I
junk
love
food and
I love a
snacks.
good dive. Oh, I love a dive.
Oh yeah, dives are the
Yeah,
best.
and anytime new Oreos came out, I was to Facebook right away, and people like counted on me for my reviews.
And Brian
People
and I,
would post stuff on his page. Have you seen this, Brian? He's like, yeah.
right, and the blizzard of the month, like Brian and I, we spent an entire summer
we did.
every week inventing a new blizzard. That was when my mom got super concerned.
You're having a blizzard every
Like how
week.
many? I'm like, Mom.
Well,
I'm
no,
getting-"
like because you can create your own. Like you
we
can.
did.
Any of the mix-ins you can add to any blizzards.
Yeah, you can customize your blizzards. I learned that from these guys.
Right. So
I mean, long ago.
So
but-
we would do this, and people were like, "You guys should have a podcast," and we're like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, we should.
But we don't
agree,
want to do
but
the
we
work.
are very lazy. So if you go out and you buy all of the equipment and agree to do everything involved in the podcast, except show up and talk
And
about
eat.
the food,
Yeah.
we would love to do the podcast."
Yeah, and Amy's like, I'll do
and
that.
Amy's like, "I love podcasts.
I
I
was
want
going to
to."
start another podcast. That never happened, obviously.
Yeah, because we're kind of a handful and a lot of work and super high maintenance.
But I was often with them on their food adventures. I just didn't,
and
I had different opinions.
So-
I was not a food soulmate.
No, she's not our food soulmate.
no,
like
we
salads.
discovered like early on that we were food soulmates.
We are food soulmates.
We'd go
Like,
to
we don't-
buffets, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
We don't agree on everything, but
But,
we're
like-
passionate about the same things, and the cores are there.
The core is the same.
Like we maybe have completely different things, but like at the base level, like it's the same.
Right. We agree on what you should maximize your food value at the buffet. However, Brian doesn't eat seafood, and I love crab. But we're both, so we might eat different things, but both with the absolute same intent: get them for all they're worth.
And get that dessert in too, because you
Oh.
don't want to get full. Oh,
Also-
the family-friendly podcast part is done. We can say the F word.
I
We can
know.
say the F word
I-
full. You
can't
Before
be
I met them, I did not always make sure I got my desserts, but I did always go for the high value foods first. I
Did-
always went for the meats first.
Did you walk around and look at everything before taking
I
something?
would do a skim. I wouldn't do a
Yeah,
full walk around before I met you. But
Yeah,
I
and now
wouldn't
She
just
still doesn't know.
I wouldn't just go to the front and just start.
So
though. I would look.
I feel like when she's with us, she like makes a more concerted effort to look like she's doing a full walk around.
Well, she knows she's going to get a
Oh,
talking to if she
absolutely.
doesn't.
Because
The one time I purposely didn't. Oh my god, I heard about it for
Purposely?
months.
Oh my god.
Somebody left me a voicemail.
that doesn't surprise me. That wasn't me.
Yes, it was,
Was
you.
it?
I was in the car. You
Oh,
left
that's
her
right.
angry voicemail.
Oh,
How dare you not do a walkthrough in the
I was just
buffet?
like,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
go
who you
grab
think
this
you are.
chicken, and I really just grabbed it as my walk around food. But he saw me with the big plate in my hand. I did.
Yeah. You know what? That doesn't seem
No,
out
do
of
you remember
character.
that day when we went to the big candy store? And we
Oh.
went to the buffet and all our friends disappointed us
And it
with
was
the
like
buffet
100
rules?
degrees
Oh, that's
outside.
true. I do remember that now. Yes. Oh, that's right. Because you had a flat tire and like drove it. Yeah, now I remember. You tried to you organized
And
it
you
and tried
saved
to
the
back out.
day.
Yeah,
You-
and I was
well,
like,
tried to back out. I couldn't drive.
I'm like, Brian, You are coming with us to the candy store.
No, I
and
was
the
like,
buffet.
but I gotta go to the tire shop, and you're like,
I'm
you're
like, look,
leaving your car, and
I'm like,
kicking you.
I will meet you at the tire shop. We're going. We're not gonna let a flat tire.
Minnesota's
take
largest
it away.
candy store is huge, y'all, and has so many kinds of candy.
It earns its
old-fashioned candy, lots of meat chips.
So,
Yeah.
So this is us.
anyway. That's
This
how
is-
we came about.
this is just how we do.
Yeah, and we were like, we'll do a few podcasts and
And if we like
whatever, and then
And now, I mean, look at us.
yeah,
Like
but
I've gained like probably 200 pounds. I was.
he was svelte before. He was an extra.
Do you want to?
petite.
Do you want to hear a story of like
Here's
if
a
I
story
wasn't
Skinny
me?
Danny.
No, like seriously, like a story like if I wasn't me, I would be super upset. But because I'm me, I'm just like, that's pretty funny. So no, so I went to the doctor, right? And I could lose a few pounds, right? I'm not gonna say no. So he's like, he's telling me, so you get that, like you should lose some weight talk. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
I think everyone gets that.
Right, exactly. So he's like, do you do any exercise? I'm like, not really. And he's like, do you go to the gym? I'm like, no. He's like, you should exercise more. He goes, and I would start by pushing the chair away from the table.
Ooh.
What? True story. I was like, if I like wasn't amused by like, I know the guy's a jerk. Like he always says like insensitive things. So like I'm always like going, I'm like, what do you think's gonna be the worst thing he says today? I can't wait. But I got my revenge because we were talking about retirement. I don't know. He somehow brought up like forced savings and why he thinks it's a good idea because it makes people save their money. And I was like, oh yeah, well, like I come from a long line of people that retired when they turned 55. And that's my plan. Like, I've been saving since I was 22. Like, I am out of here. Like, on the first day I'm eligible to retire, whoosh, I'm gone. And I'm never speaking to any of them again. They don't know that. Hopefully they're not watching.
I think some of them.
Oh. Anyways, spoiler alert.
Less than a year away, coworkers.
It's
Than a year away.
yeah, I wish. So then he brings up the fact that he's 68 and still working. I was like, yeah, that is not gonna be me. I will not be working. I'm like, I'll have been retired for 13 years and then I left. So I feel like I won the war because like maybe I need to push the chair away from the table, but I'm freaking not working when I'm in my 60s. Are you kidding me?
You should have told him, well, if I just push you instead, is that enough exercise?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm totally changing doctors, but but I keep going back because I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna say. Like, what kind of like just? It's kind of amazing, and I like. There's just a dark part of me that kind of loves it. I mean, part of me, like, I'll tell you, I'm torn because part of me loves it and thinks it's hysterical, and part of me is like, I probably should like fill out like a customer review or say something because like while I am honestly amused by it, there's probably no, it's not okay, and there's probably someone whose feelings are actually gonna be hurt, and like not in a small way.
Yeah.
He's kind of having a reign of terror over his little office, and I could put a stop to it, but instead I'm like, so maybe I'm the jerk.
Instead, you're like Elf laughing.
I should do that. I should make an appointment to go back just so he insults me, and every time he does, I'm like, you know what I need, Brian? I need the Married with Children laugh track machine.
So when you start taking your clothes off,
Exactly.
You need to bring the yogurt-covered Skittles and say, look, Doc, I'm eating healthy now.
I'm eating fruit and yogurt all at once.
Okay.
I think everyone probably left, and I don't
yeah,
blame
if
them.
sorry.
you hadn't left when you started your screech laugh, they probably left.
Well, for those of you that stuck around to the end, I hope you enjoyed story time with Danny.
And stay tuned for more next week.
More next week when I'll be
Maybe
20.
less story time with the
I'll be sitting a foot further from the desk, but no thinner.
All right.
All right, let's push the table away.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, everyone.
I'm going to hit end.